Hello. Today is June 30th, I think. June 30th. It's been a long day. Thursday. As promised, for those who didn't listen to the Don Geronimo show today, here's a little recap of the story I told. First off, I want to thank, as I generally try to, I want to thank everybody who has been involved with the entire Here We Build process. The Here We Stay guys, all the people involved in the process to keep the Kings here are awesome, and I love you guys so much, and you deserve more credit than you'll ever get. And I know I say that almost every video, but it's true. A special shout out, if you would, to Kevin Fippen, who took a little heat today he didn't deserve, and that was just probably a timing problem. I had informed Kevin of what I was going to say today last weekend and brought him in the loop, but I had to kind of keep things quiet. If you didn't follow today or haven't heard or need the full story, the Here We Build process started with a tweet of mine way back when. You guys know the story by now, I'm sure. Jiffy Lube hopped on board. Everybody hopped on board. The electronic billboards, the news coverage, everything. The next day I got an email from a gentleman who offered to help with web services. I said, great. At that point I was getting emails from a ton of people who wanted to hop on board, and I had no idea that this thing would get so huge, and I was very scared and humbled, and it was a lot of pressure that all of a sudden I had all these people looking in my direction, which was great because there was this motivation and explosiveness, and as I said, the main talking point, the tenor of the conversation in the media especially had changed from, woe is me, the Kings are leaving, they're on their way out the door, good riddance, we remember that, to, what is this? This is interesting. It's never going to work, but we'll see. So, brought some people on board, including Kevin, who's been fantastic running the Facebook end of Here We Build. And a guy contacted me and said, hey, we want to help with the web stuff. I've secured the herewebuild.com and .org. Along with the Twitter feed, and we're ready to go. So everything was great. We were rolling, and over the next few months, we just basically been trying to keep this team here and assist however we could and get the word out and do as many interviews and talk about it as much as possible, just to spin the positive vibe. And then we've really been hunkered down for the last couple months trying to get the fundraising in place. And as I've said from day one, and I won't go into too much detail here because I've already said it, but I didn't want to take a penny of money until everything was perfect, or as perfect as it could be. It's one thing to pledge, it's another thing to collect, and the way the economy is, and even if the economy were perfect, we all work hard for our money, and it's great to donate it to a good cause, but until that money is safe, secure, and protected, and the process is transparent, it had to be perfect, and I took that as a huge, huge responsibility. So as we were getting close, I received a call from the mayor on Memorial Day, about 2 in the afternoon. I was in my backyard, in the same seat in my backyard that I sent the original tweet out, funny enough. And he said, listen, you guys have been fantastic, and we've been getting advice from you guys and giving advice, and we've all been working together, and this thing is awesome, and it's kind of an homage to all the work that Grassroots efforts have done. We would like to name the commission Here We Build, and that's when he asked myself and Blake Ellington. This is a conference call I was on with Blake and the mayor. Asked if we'd serve on the commission. Fantastic, awesome, great. And I told him, hey, naming the commission Here We Build is a great thing for us on the fundraising side. It'll get more hits on the webpage, which hopefully more people will donate. It lends credibility, blah, blah, blah. So everything was great, and then that night I called my web guy and ran everything by him. And he said, sounds good, no problem, sounds great, awesome, I'm on board. And I said, okay, the mayor's chief of staff will be in contact with you in a couple days. I think this was Monday, so by Wednesday, and they're going to send you some stuff to put up on the website. So that Wednesday, I get a call from the mayor's chief of staff, a good guy named Kunal that I've gotten to know pretty well over the last few weeks, that I'm on the phone with 2-3 times a day, and who is just as selfless and hardworking as anybody else involved. He said, Dave, we have a problem. I won't go into too many specifics, but it became apparent to me that our web guy had asked for permission, or asked for consideration was the word, had gotten a lawyer, and it sent a letter to the mayor saying, we'll turn over herewebuild.com.org and the Twitter feed, but we're going to need to get consideration. So I called my web guy and said, what are you doing, man? You go over my head and do this, and what is the deal? Needless to say, it was a very long, very embarrassing conversation for me because I screamed my head off. I had to actually apologize to my neighbors. I was so upset. And then I calmed down and really almost felt bad. I didn't know what was going on and why this would happen. So the mayor's office has reported that they asked for $350,000 to turn over the website, which I was actually glad to hear, because if it was something lower, like $5 or $10 grand, maybe they'd have gotten it. $350,000 was just hilarious to me. As I explained to this gentleman and to anybody else who listens, that the only profit that should be received from all this hard work and stuff is we get an entertainment and sports complex. That's why we're involved in it. I haven't made a penny. Kevin hasn't made a penny. Nobody, to my knowledge, on any of the sides made a penny. We're just working hard to get an arena. So this happened last week. I wanted to wait and was in contact with the mayor's guys. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt the movement, hurt the commission. This is extremely embarrassing, and I've apologized so much. And I understand. Look, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not vetting everybody and looking for an ulterior motive, but this is one of the difficult things about starting a grassroots effort is some agendas are different. So today, yesterday when the mayor came out with the Think Big Sacramento slogan and they had the big report today, I felt, look, we've sat on this long enough. I have to explain why we're moving on. I want to get it out of the way and then move on. Truly move on. So Here We Build is great, and I will forever have fantastic memories of Here We Build. But Here We Build in my world is dead. It's done. It served its purpose. I've got a new slogan and a new phrase and a new hashtag that I'll be revealing momentarily as soon as everything's shored up and bought, which it already is. I've already purchased the domain names myself out of my pocket. It's in my name. And I assure you I won't be asking for any compensation. So once everything's done, we will be announcing very soon, because we actually have all the fundraising in place. We'll be announcing real soon that we're opening up the gates and getting this thing going. In the meantime, I encourage everybody to go to thinkbigsacramento.com, to follow Think Big Sacto on Twitter. Check out that economic report. It's 37 or 39 pages. It's a long read. It's not, it's no Tale of Two Cities, but it's got a lot of good stuff in there. And I'm really excited about the direction this is going. Everybody's doing it right. And even though there was a tiny little blip on the radar today, we're done. After today, hopefully I'll never have to speak of this again. I've seen a lot of nasty things written on Twitter towards certain people. I have no interest in that. I have no hatred for anyone. My heart was a bit broken over this. I'm over it, because really, that's just ego, guys, and there's no place for ego here. Ego brings in the anger. I sound like Yoda, but whatever. It happened. It's done. Nothing you can do about it. Let's move on. I wish everybody the best, and I just want to focus on building this thing and reinvigorating everything. So, again, thanks to everybody for all the good stuff. I encourage you to take any anger or disappointment you have and focus that energy towards the Think Big website and the Twitter feed, and to continue to keep your ears open and do everything you've been doing to keep this thing going strong. Because lockout or no, the Sacramento Kings, J.J. Hickson, Jimmer Fredette, all the moves they've been making, this is going to be an exciting team, whether they're exciting in October or January or 2012, 2013. Meantime, we got to keep our eye on the ball, and that's a brand new arena. So, thanks again. It's another one of my 10-minute videos, and I hope you've enjoyed my arena beard. Look at this thing. It's not Brian Wilson yet, but it's an arena beard. What do you want from me? Okay, I'm a slob and I don't shave, but I call it an arena beard. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon, and ever forward, guys, right? Thanks so much.